Let's talk some 70s fashion.
I'm looking for somebody I can call. Looking for the only one I can get my own. Tell me that it's true.
Hi, my name is Keisha, aka Keisha the Stylist. If you love thrifted, secondhand, and vintage fashion taken to another level, then you're in the right place, guaranteed. So today we're talking about 70s fashion, more specifically the show Good Times, and two of the characters that inspired some of my looks that I'm going to be styling up in this video today. So it's going to be a really fun video. Before we get into that, if this is the first time seeing my face, yes, this face, and you love thrifting, come thrifting with me. It's estate sales, anything secondhand, anything vintage. I am a stylist and I am an entrepreneur, and I take you through the day-to-day of me being an entrepreneur, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. If that sounds like something you're interested in, please hit that subscribe button. Hit it. If you are returning, you know how I feel about you. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing, definitely subscribing, and doing all the things. I really appreciate it. You do not know how much I really do. Like I was saying before, this video is about styling up some looks inspired by the show Good Times. What Good Times is. It is a sitcom that was filmed in the 70s, 1974, I believe, to be more specific. It is about a family, African-American black family living in the inner city of Chicago, trying to make ends meet, trying to get out of the situation that they're in, and constantly trying to find ways to just maneuver through. What we're focusing on today is the fashion, like we do every day. What I will say is, Florida, the mother of the sitcom, her voice rings in my head whenever I don't make a sale, whenever I do a drop. But that's neither here nor there. We're focusing on two characters from the show, and that is Thelma and Willona. What I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to break down, I'm going to tell you what I think of their style, as well as like show you some outfits that I styled up inspired by, I guess you could say, their style aesthetic, their personal style, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to show you some outfits inspired by them and the characteristics of their style in the show. Let's start with Willona, since I'm wearing one of the outfits inspired by her. Willona wasn't a main character in the family nucleus. She was a neighbor. And the thing about Willona is that she, looking back on the show now, is that she had so many characteristics that remind me of myself. And I didn't even understand that when I was a child watching the show. She was what we call an independent woman. She was a career woman. I believe she either ran a boutique or she worked in a boutique, which fashion, ding, 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 ding. She was a very strong, trying to make her way through day-to-day person. She wore a lot of prints. She accessorized a lot. Scarves and scarves around her neck, and hats. She wore a lot of hats as well. So her style was a very professional, but very outside the fashion box at the same time. And that's very much the way I love to dress when I'm going into like professional environments and things like that. So let's get into the outfits that are styled by Willona. I have on this headscarf. She's known for wearing headscarves and like accessorizing her outfits, so I definitely threw on this. I have on this 70s quilted jumpsuit that I love. Wide legs. This is amazing. It does have some imperfections, but I don't care about imperfections in my vintage because this jumpsuit is older than I am, and that says a lot. That says a lot. I threw on some gold jewelry because that is my go-to for most outfits. I have my purple glasses because the purple brings out the purple in the jumpsuit. Then I threw on my zebra print boots because that just gives another print mixing with the outfit. Then I have on this purple lipstick because I'm trying to pull out as much purple as I can. The key elements of her outfits are accessories because she always loves to accessorize, as well as she loves prints and colors and things like that. So what I did is I have on this blue beret. I did a scarf around my neck. This is definitely something that she would do. I have on this 70s blouse, and it ties at the waist, which is something that she wears often. And then these wide leg 70s. I had on these white pumps. I'm not sure I I didn't rewatch the show before doing this, which I probably should have, but I'm thinking she probably wouldn't wear these white pumps, but hey, this is what I have. So this is definitely a Willona outfit to me. Let me know in the comments if you think the same thing. I will say, when Willona was in her professional bag, she was in her professional bag. So I had to bring out that side of her as well. So I threw on this vintage 70s skirt set. I love this color of burgundy, which is very on trend for right now. Added on another necktie. I have on this gold bodysuit, which is a gold shimmer piece. And then I threw on this nude beret with some beading right here, some studs, which is cute. I threw on these sunglasses, big frame, because the 70s were known for big frame sunglasses, even though these are not vintage. And then I threw on my bone colored over the knee boots. So yeah, this is my professional take on Willona. So I hope you enjoyed those outfits inspired by Willona. Let's go into the outfits inspired by Thelma. So Thelma is the second oldest in the family. She is the only girl, and her style reflects being the only girl and being very feminine. She loved wearing like puffs, flowers in her hair, and very girly and feminine outfits. You can tell she looked like that girl that wanted to get married and have a family, and very that it's hard to explain, but she was that girl that probably had all the boys wrapped around her finger. Definitely that girl. Her style wasn't like a vixen, but it was very like pretty girl energy. She was giving pretty girl energy, definitely. So let's get into the outfits inspired by Thelma. This is a Thelma outfit. She doesn't really accessorize too heavily. She let her natural beauty speak for itself. Wears her fro out and about very proudly. When she doesn't have, this is a typical shirt that she will wear as far as a casual look. And I just kept on these pants because they work well with this. And she would definitely have on heels, so I did that as well. So yeah, this is the Thelma outfit. Very casual for her. One thing I noticed about Thelma is that she will wear these very spandexy tops. Very reminiscent of a dancer, a ballerina. For a while, you know that I wanted to be a dancer. I wanted to do ballerina when I was a young kid, a young girl. That was not my ministry, and you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. The trend of the 70s was that ballerina dancer type trend, kind of similar to what it is now. Tops and the dresses was very inspired by that genre, and that's what I did. Actually a mini dress, but I used it as a top because it has that spandex feel and the kind of shimmer. I threw on this plaid skirt, vintage plaid. It's very big on me, so I threw on this chain belt to hold it up. She wouldn't wear this chain belt. It didn't become popular until like the 80s time period, so she would not have on this. She will probably have on a very skinny belt to go with this, or maybe even a little thicker belt, but not this chain belt. And then I have on these boots, these camel color over the knee boots, and yeah, very minimal jewelry because she wasn't that girl to like have on jewelry. I don't even think it was that popular back in the 70s. It wasn't this huge layering on top of, unless it was for like a reason, or she just wasn't that girl to like go all out with the jewelry. Thelma wasn't a person that wore a lot of accessories, but she did love a good flower in the hair. I saw a few cute pictures of her with flowers, with her hair up and flowers in it. Not as big as this, but hey, working with what I have. And another thing about her is that when she wore a dress, she wore a very feminine dress. That's one thing that the 70s and the 80s did so well. A very like feminine dress. And what I mean by that is that it may not have a lot of like patterns to it. It may not, which they did. But if it didn't, if it was just a solid color, the silhouette of the dress was just so feminine. Look at these sleeves. This is super feminine. The way that the dress falls is very, 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 very feminine. I love that about the 70s and the 80s. It's just like a solid color dress, and it's just so, you feel so pretty. So that's the best way to describe it. You just feel just so pretty, and that's, like I said before, she was like one of those pretty girls, just naturally pretty. And I'm saying was because I'm talking about the character, not the person. I know she's still alive, and I'm not saying that, but I'm saying like the character was just a pretty girl, and she would walk into a room and you would notice, you would be like, oh, she's pretty. She's pretty. I love the sleeve style, and then I just added on this gold belt, which I doubt she would have on. Have on my gold jewelry, threw some hair up, and just threw some fake flowers in it from like one of these flowers that I have around in my house. And then I threw on my gold platform heels, and yeah, this is Thelma. I hope you enjoyed the outfits inspired by both Willona and Thelma. Let me know in the comments which outfit was your favorite and which character do you resonate with the most. So leave in the comments any other like themes, characters, shows you want me to style up outfits inspired by. I am so down to do that. This was so much fun. Next video will be a thrift haul. I am doing a collective thrift haul from like the different come thrifting with me that you guys have seen, the different stops that I've done thrifting over the past month or so. So you will see the goodies that I actually brought home, which wasn't a lot, but I'll just show you some of the pieces. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Please hit that like button so my videos can be pushed out to more people. The content that I'm creating. I'm trying to put out quality fashion content using vintage clothing, secondhand, doing all those type of things. Sustainability is my jam, so definitely hit that like button. Definitely hit that subscribe button if sustainability is your jam as well. So we are a kindred spirit. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss the videos that I do post. And I am trying to think of like so many different ways to bring you guys more sustainable secondhand vintage content. So my brain is just turning. That is all I have for you guys. Have a great night, have a great day, have a great week, have a great weekend, have a great weekday, and I will holler at you guys later.